I'm Greg Cavanaugh with the Gallup Journey magazine. Today I'm going to show you the 2011 Buick Enclave CXL all-wheel drive. While this is the same design for the Buick Enclave as the 2009 and even the 2010, I don't think anybody would call this SUV outdated. Stylistically, it's swoopy, big front end with the chrome grille, the HID headlamps that articulate, the curvy belt crease up top. For sure, the Buick Enclave is an attractive vehicle. I think it best exemplifies Buick's transition from somewhat the old Buick, which was designed for a somewhat older buyer, we could say, to the new Buick today with things like the Regal and the LaCrosse that really is starting to appeal to much younger buyers than the Buick before. This vehicle serves as the transition. Both the GMC Acadia and the Buick Enclave use GM's 3.6-liter VVT direct-injected V6. Now this is a pretty modern engine, and in this case it makes 288 horsepower. It's also connected to a modern 6-speed transmission and is also all-wheel drive, although this car is available front-wheel drive as well. The powertrain is a pretty smart powertrain. It's efficient, it's reasonably quick, although I would not call it fast. It does deliver 16 miles per gallon in the city and 22 on the highway. Now this isn't going to compete with something like a minivan or a station wagon, but it's definitely reasonable economy for something this size. And I will say that given the quietness of this powertrain and also the quietness of just the interior in general, it's very easy to find yourself going well over the speed limit. In fact, during my test drive, I had to be very conscious to keep my speed in check. There's no doubt when you buy a vehicle like this, you're buying it for the space. The second row moves fore and aft very easily, and also has great access to the third row. And of course, being Buick's top of the line SUV, is beautifully appointed and very comfortable. Being a large 6-passenger 3-row SUV, space is always kind of the question that people want answered. First of all, the power liftgate is a handy dandy feature, especially when your hands are full carrying a kid or just carrying a bunch of groceries. You can see space is not huge, especially compared to a minivan, but it is quite large. There's also a handy tray below here for jumper cables or anything else you want to keep in the car regularly, but you also want out of the way. What really sets the Buick apart from its rather plebeian brother, the Acadia, and the reason people buy it is because of the interior. It's plush, it's comfortable, it's stylistic, and it's just plain beautiful. The gauges and wood grain, clock. I've had several people who rode with me on this test drive that talked about this interior and the clock. Even noticed it jumped out at them. It's got both heated and cooled seats. Of course, dual climate zone, including rear air and rear heat for rear passengers. Auto folding mirrors, which is nice for getting them messed up in parking lots and drive-thrus and whatever. Beautiful stitching, and these are, as I mentioned, cooled seats. They do give you a little vibration, which I guess some people like, but I found it slightly odd, but it's hard to beat the cooled seats. So as you can see, I mean, really just a spectacular interior. Show you the third row as well. Those seats both recline as well in the second row. And of course, the rear seat entertainment and rear air. So again, you can definitely buy the Buick for its interior. Well, as the sun sets here in New Mexico, I wrap up my time too with the Buick Enclave. To be frank, I really liked this vehicle, and I look forward to GM's redesign of it. It's beautiful, it's luxurious, it's so comfortable. What I hope they add is some of that sportiness that they've brought to their lineup with the LaCrosse and the Regal. What I hope they take out of this is some of the weight and the penalty you pay in fuel economy for that. Adding some of that sportiness, but keeping all the virtues it already has. I think if GM can improve on what they have here, they're going to take what's already a great selling vehicle and make it all the better.